Do 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 do. Let's wait and see if anybody turns up. Is anybody going to turn up? Counting the minutes as the days go by. Debbie Bauer, hello. Well, that wasn't too long. That was a minute. And oh, we're up to 4 viewers already. Goodness gracious. I hope you're well anyway, Debbie. Is anybody else going to say hello? Ashley, hello Ashley. Finally, you've caught me live, Ashley. Marilyn, hello. How are you? You've probably sent an email to me and I've not seen it yet, Marilyn. That's usually the way it goes, but I'll double check. Megs, hello. Yeah, I just thought I'd excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know what happened there. I just thought I would pop in and see if anybody was out there. Julie Young, hello, Julie. And we've got all the ladies tonight. I don't mind that. Yes, Debbie, me too. Me too, thankfully. That being said, actually, I should be getting a notification anytime soon to get my vaccination. So hopefully sooner rather than later. We just heard today on the news today that here in Scotland they're going to start to relax the lockdown regulations from I think it's April. And that's the end of April by all accounts, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Although it's not a major issue at the moment, we're just not allowed to. We're not allowed to meet in groups outside, and and the pubs are still shut as well, which I'm kind of getting used to. But I do miss going into the pub for a pint, I must admit. Ashley, I am very well, thank you. Yes. I'm cracking on. I'm doing washing, and since Pam got back, I've taken over everything. So I do the washing, I do the hoovering and the tidying, and I do the ironing as well. So yeah, I'm getting on all right, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, Megs, in time for summer, we'll have to wait and see what happens when they relax. When they relax the regulations, you never know. It just might go back to lockdown again. You never know. Megs, how is Pam? She's okay. She's in a lot of pain at the moment, and she's taken some rather strong painkillers, and she does a fair bit of sleeping as well. So, but as long as she can sleep for as long as she wants, as long as she's not in pain, for me, that's grand. Yes, Marilyn, first round on me. I'll take you with me. Actually, I'll once it opens, I'll live stream from there. How's that? Actually, fighting a teething baby that has fever. Anyone want to trade? Lol. No, I don't envy you, Ashley, but it gets better. That's all I'm going to say. Is it gets better, and it's something we all, as parents, we all have to go through. So. Oh well, thank you, Megan. Yeah, thank you. And I'm just having a little drinky poo this evening. Yeah, thank you, Debbie. Much appreciated. I keep her entertained anyway, like I say. Oh, Ashley, yes, I did. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was lovely, actually. It was quite a surprise, actually. It totally went out of my head, and yeah, no, I did receive it. Thank you. Oh God, Marilyn, your fridge blew up. Oh, dearie me. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't have a drink with a drinky poo with ice in it. You can see the ice floating around in there. Oh. Well, this is nice, isn't it? I was supposed to go detecting today. Actually, I'm trying to catch up and finish the videos that I started. Megs, thank you for the videos. Well. Listen, hey, as long as somebody enjoys it, Megan, that's all that matters to me. Yeah, I was meant to go out today, metal detecting. I've actually got a new permission, which I'm thrilled about, and you'll see it coming up in the next video, maybe tomorrow. So yeah, and you'll see my new toy as well, or one of my new toys anyway. But yeah, I went to go. I was supposed to go metal detecting today, but on the new permission, and I watched the weather last night, and it said it was going to absolutely pour down today, and rightly so. It absolutely bucketed down, and yeah, so I've been indoors all day, to be perfectly honest with you. Ashley, she got her shots yesterday. That's all. Oh. That makes the pink headphones. Shauna's a funny girl. She is a funny girl, actually. She's very good. She's a great cook as well. She makes some fantastic meals. She's learned how to make fish and chips, and it is gorgeous. Megs. Oh dear. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I was meant to go metal detecting today, but yeah, no, I was rained off, and it was howling wind as well. There's no way you would have heard anything I was saying. So I'm going to try tomorrow and see if I can't get out for a couple of hours. Shauna's at home, so she can keep an eye on Pam while I'm out, and yeah, I'll give it a shot. It's a 200-acre permission, this one, and yeah, I was lucky in that I got it. In that pink wellies to match. Yes, Marilyn. I was lucky enough to get it. I'd posted somewhere that I was looking for permissions, and somebody had lost an item that they wanted me to look for in a cowshed in a farm. So I said, yeah, I'll certainly give it a shot, you know. And unfortunately, I couldn't find the item. But there's still a chance we might find it yet later on in the year, maybe. But they gave me permission. They were happy enough to give me permission to search on all 200 acres of their farm. So I'm thrilled to bits with that one. So that's pushing me into to 700 acres at the minute. Yeah, like I say, you'll see on this. I think it's the next video that I'm going to put out tomorrow. Me on the new permission with my new toy. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. One thing I will clear up is I know this what I'm doing. What the videos that I've got at the moment are called 10 days, 10 videos, and I was in the process of making the videos when everything kicked off with Pam's cancer, and that's why I couldn't complete the 10 days 10 videos sort of challenge as I set for myself, and I apologise for that. I know somebody was expecting to see the videos over 10 successive days, you know, video after video after video, but because I'd not completed it, I decided that I would just spread them out a little bit. So yeah, what I'm working on is doing the videos. The ones that I've got shot, I'll release them Wednesday and Saturday. So, or shall I do Friday? Wednesday or Friday, or Wednesday and Saturday? I'll let you know anyway. And yeah, that's the reason why I couldn't put all the videos together and release them all over consecutive days. But I am aiming. What I'll do is I'll finish the 10 days over the next couple of days, hopefully. And yeah, there you go. That's that. Let me catch up here. Yeah, it is. Now it sounds like a big space, does 200 acres, but when you see it on a map, it's kind of not that big. He said. Yeah, there's some interesting fields actually, and one of them does have a really a record of a really old archaeological place. Let's put it that way. I won't go into it too much because there's every chance I could give the location away, and I don't want to do that. But I'm sure you understand as well the reason for me doing that. But yeah, something that was there a long time ago. It's no longer there, but it was there a long time ago by all accounts. Ashley Ram will be pretty fine by the end of the I know. Ashley, is there cows? You know what? At the moment there isn't any cows in this new permission. They had some sheep in the fields recently. They do have cows. They have and they have so they breed, and they've got I think it's 3 bulls that they've got. Absolute beasts of animals. They really are. But maybe later in the year we'll get some footage of the cows and the calves. Hey, Meg says, hey, where are all the guys apart from Robin? Are they scared to come in because only as ladies on? Hey, yeah, interesting point actually, Megan. Yeah, it does seem to be a little light on men this evening, doesn't it? They're probably all in bed. Hen party, let's not even go there. Marlene, I'm next in line to find a horse. Hey, you never know. You never know. Maybe one day. Yeah, Ashley, some of the fields, I suppose when you're in them, they are quite big. But excuse me, I've got a very sticky throat. Yeah, the kind of it's weird when I'm up on the 500 acre farm, my first permission. That seems like it goes on forever, and the fields are absolutely huge, but they're all uphill there. Whereas this is pretty much, it's on a slight hill, but it's pretty much kind of flat. But like I say, there's a good mixture of excuse me, it's land that belonged to one of the big houses in Helensburgh. So it was a farm originally attached to or belonged to a big house, and there's a couple of other big houses with gate lodges as well. So plenty of history around the area. Fingers crossed. But like I say, we can only find what we can find, really, and it'll take plenty of time to get through. Probably the rest of my lifetime, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah. And anyway, you'll see on the next video tomorrow when I'll put it out about what do I normally do? It's normally between 8 and half 8, so I think I'll probably maybe just before 8 o'clock I might release it. So. Makes the only hod I find is in my house. Yeah, I feel like it here sometimes. To be perfectly honest with you, I've got too much stuff now. I think I need to thin the ranks and get rid of a few things. I'm a devil for dealing in items. You know, I buy things at one price and I sell them on, and sometimes I do all right. I don't make a huge profit, I must admit, but no, I do all right. It gets us by. Hey, listen, Megs, don't get too excited just yet. I'm sure the excitement will come in time, but we'll not get too excited just yet. Look at me talking myself down. And you'll see, now I must admit, you'll see what an absolute idiot I am in this next couple of videos that come out. Wow, Marilyn, at 80 degrees. Goodness. I must admit, it warmed up today with the rain that we've had. It's been very, very warm here. And I say very warm. I just picked my daughter up from work and it was 11 degrees. And that's at 9 o'clock at night. So for us, that's quite warm. I didn't even put a coat on when I went to pick her up. Yeah, it makes, like I say, it usually pays for petrol for the car, and little things like that. It's nothing major that I make, but yeah, every little helps, so they say. Oh, dear me. Look at my hair as well. Look. Oh, oh, I'm going a bit flat on top there. Look, I need to poof it up a bit. 37 degrees. Crikey, Megan, that is what's the comparison here? Let's see, 37 C to Fahrenheit. 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness, I don't know how you cope with that. When it's like 23, 24 here, I'm like, I mean, I love it, but boy, is it hot. I suppose if you've lived there all your life in Australia and it's 37 degrees centigrade, which is just under, like I say, 98.6 Fahrenheit. Whew. 55 Fahrenheit in Upper Virginia. So let's go the other way. Let's go 55 Fahrenheit to Celsius, 12.7. Oh, about as cold as here then, Ashley. Marilyn, it's nice. I'll take this type of weather any day. Even had the Studebaker out. Very nice. Yeah, makes air conditioning. Yeah, that's something we generally don't have. Well, we've no call for it really. It would be a huge expense for little use here in the UK. We usually just open a window. Well, I must admit, the curtains that we've got, these are blackout curtains, and they do well at keeping the heat out as well when it's in the middle of summer. They do well at keeping heat in as well. So, but yeah, at Luty's, hello, and welcome. In Iowa last week we were minus 28. Oh God, Debbie. Again, I think the coldest I've known it was when I lived in Northern Ireland, and one year I was on my way to it. It snowed. There was about a foot of snow outside, and the temperature had rocketed down. I think it was minus 16, and I got part of the way to work and realised that my car was frozen. The heating, the engine temperature needle started to go up and up and up. I had to stop and wait for the coolant to unfreeze. It was that cold. The coolant had frozen. Jeez, Megs, that's just for an air conditioner. $800 for 3 months. Wow. Yeah, like I say, here in the UK, then there's absolutely no need for air conditioning. I know a lot of people have air conditioning. Even my car has air conditioning. I never use it. I just put a window down while I'm driving, and that's usually good enough for me. Oh. Yeah, we do use an antifreeze, Thungy. Yeah, we put an antifreeze into the radiator, into the cooling system. But yeah, no, it was just wasn't it wasn't good enough for minus 16. And like I say, that's the coolest I've ever known it in, or coldest I've ever known it in my lifetime. Marilyn's still in shorts and a tank top. Hey, with any luck, I shall be back in my shorts soon enough. Hopefully, this weather picks up and starts getting warmer. Then, yep, I'll be out in my shorts for a good 7 or 8 months. Ashley, my windows are open. I love the fresh air circulation. My heater broke about 3 weeks ago, and maintenance keeps giving excuses. Oof. Box heaters for the night. I'm surprised, Megan. Ashley, sorry, Ashley, with you having a baby in the house, that they would. I would have here in the UK, you would be a priority for having your system fixed. But yeah, that surprises me. Marilyn, the long hot summer of '76. I was only a toddler. I was 5 years old then, and yeah, I do just about remember it. Megs, my friend in Canada has minus 30. Yeah, I would imagine. I know it gets ridiculously cold in Canada. Oh, got us 20 minutes. Look at me rocking backwards and forwards like an old man. I remember when it used to be all trees round here. It's this chair. It's like I say, it's the new chair, and it's got a rocking motion on it. I'll sit to one side. There we go. I can sit back. Oh, I must remember as well. When I'm shooting. There we go. Back in the centre of the screen. Yeah, when I'm shooting my video tomorrow, metal detecting, I've to come home and do the ironing then. Yeah, Meg's up here in Scotland. It was a pretty good summer, I must admit. Like I say, I think we were getting about 23 and 24 degrees on a fair few days. We kind of started in, when would it have been? I think it was probably about March, Aprilish, and it started to get warm, and then it just carried on and on and on, and yeah, we had a pretty decent summer. Megs, how's the old man doing? Yeah, he's doing pretty well actually. He's had his first vaccination, and in England, I know they're looking at opening now only for outside drinking, but they're looking at opening, I think, a bit sooner than us. I think around about maybe end of March, I think, which will please my dad, because I mean, he loves his pint. He has his set days that he goes to the pub, but it's all about seeing his mates, and he's not really been able to see any of his mates. So yeah, I think he's looking forward to that, to be perfectly honest with you. And like I say, he's had his first vaccination, so it's looking all good, to be perfectly honest with you. He sounded great when I spoke to him on the phone as well. So. Heather Knight, hello Heather Knight. All the ladies tonight. My friend in London was like, very hot. Uh. So how's everybody else doing anyway at the minute? I ought to be asking, hadn't I? I suppose a lot of you youngsters won't be getting your vaccinations for a while yet anyway, so us oldies, we're a little bit higher on the list. So Marilyn, I miss Scotland. Yeah, it's as I keep saying, it's a beautiful place, and I can understand why you would miss it, Marilyn. I really can. I think I would miss it if I was to move. In fact, I know when we, as much as we love visiting our family when we go down to Leeds, then we do also love coming back home as well. Debbie Bauer, my dad got his second dose yesterday. He lives in Northern Virginia and they process quickly. Oh, very good. Glad to hear it, Debbie. Meg's hot. I don't think I've anything. I think the last time I was speaking to you, the last live was when Pam rang me from the hospital, wasn't it? I think, and I had to scoot. I think we were about 30 minutes into it at that stage, and I had to scoot and speak to her. So yeah, I think that's the last time I spoke to you a lot. Ashley, well, in April we have to drive across country. I can send postcards and pictures if you like. Oh, hey, listen, Ashley, you don't listen, sweetheart. You don't have to. I see your little posts on Facebook, so don't you worry. You just enjoy your little trip. Megs, no, I'm not getting it. Either is my dark head. A few horror stories, but we don't have many cases here. Hey, you know. I know there have been one or two cases of people having reactions to the vaccinations, but as a whole, I think it's been very, very safe. So I'm quite happy. Like I say, my father's had it, and he's nearing his 80s now, and he's all good. And a couple of our neighbours, they're elderly as well. They've just had it today, and they're fine. So. I think as much as anything, I'll be having mine to protect Pam, and of course myself as well. I know there was talk of like a vaccine passport, you know, which would allow you access to certain things, but whether that comes to any sort of fruition, I don't know. But I know with younger people, then it's not the disease. It's not a disease. Is it the virus? Is not as deadly as it is for older folks. So and of course, you know, it's individual choice as well. But, sorry, I'm just cleaning my glasses here. But anyway, I think I look more distinguished with my glasses on anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Megs. Yeah, I see that Australia is, and I know New Zealand. They were pretty much, well, I mean, they were completely clear of it. I know they've had a few positive cases recently. I don't know how it's going there, but I know New Zealand was completely clear, and they had, you know, people going to football stadiums and stuff, and, you know, packed, and everybody having a good time. So. Well, I'm enjoying my drink anyway. I hope everybody else is enjoying the drinks. Yeah, Megs. Do you know what? It's one of those things. Some people do come through with it, and it's just like a case of the flu. Um, but I mean, at the same time, there are other people that unfortunately suffer the worst outcome, and it's a choice that everybody has to make individually. I suppose there's nobody's going to force anybody to. I'm sure nobody's forcing anybody to take a vaccine that they don't want to take. So, but no, like I say, I will happily be taking it. And with all that talk of that, this one will probably get demonetized. Marilyn, yeah, my brother went down to New Zealand just before the lockdown. Yeah, again, Megs, you're absolutely right. Yeah, it does depend on your immune system. Um, but as we've heard, there are people with that have been perfectly healthy that have suffered the worst outcome from it. So yeah. Anyway, let's get off that subject. No, no. Hey, listen, Megs, don't worry about it. I get demonetized plenty of times. Don't worry. I try my best to keep things so that YouTube's happy, but occasionally they just do things, and I don't even argue with it. Not that I make any real money from YouTube. I mean, I don't. It's a pittance. Oh, I'm getting a sore bum tonight. Oh. Well, that's us on 32 minutes, half of an hour. Goodness, where does time go? Hey. Well, my daughter, she has a Twitch channel where she does her painting. She paints figures. So I'll maybe give her a shout out one day. Maybe give her a plug, put a link in to her Twitch channel. I don't know if anybody uses Twitch. I'm sure some of you know what it is, and I'm sure maybe some of you don't know what it is. But it's just a live streaming channel, usually for gamers. But yeah, she's found a platform there, and she paints live. So what did I have for dinner? Well, do you know what, Megs? Tonight I didn't really have anything for dinner. What have I had today? I had some granola for breakfast. That sounds very healthy, but it's Kellogg's granola with dark chocolate and not pistachios. What's the other nut? Pecan. Dark chocolate and pecan nuts. So I had some of that for breakfast. And then what did I have? Oh, I had daughter before she went to work tonight. We had some cheese and crackers. Isn't that exciting? And and then when she came home from work, or just before she came home from work, actually, I had some. Oh, there's Tony. Look, now then, Tony. I boiled up some eggs and I made some egg sandwiches. And Pam had some chicken noodles, some chicken ramen. She likes her ramen noodles, so so yeah, that's all we really had for dinner tonight. It was nothing special. Oh, I ate a bag of sports mixture sweets as well. I know that doesn't help, does it? But yeah, I ate a bag of sports mixture. So, so yeah, that's been my it's been my food intake for today. Not the best, I must admit, but hey, You might as well enjoy yourself, aren't you? We all die one day. Oh god. Listen, I weighed myself as well the other day. I was surprised actually. Um, I know I'm a big fella. I know I am. I don't have a huge. I've got a bit of a belly on me. I know I do. And yeah, Tony, you might find yourself a bit out of place in here tonight, mate. It's all the women are in tonight. Um, yeah, I decided to weigh myself now. At my heaviest, I've been 102 kilos. I know it's massive. um, and I think that was the last time I weighed myself. That was probably end of last year, start of last year, probably January last year. And since we've been on lockdown for most of, well, literally all year, I've been eating terrible. And yeah, I weighed myself the other day. I'm only 104 kilos. So, I mean, I put on 2 kilos, which is not great. But but yeah, I was expecting it to be a lot worse. I was kind of dreading it when I stepped on the scales, and yeah, I stepped on. I was like 104. I was like 2 kilos. I was expecting a lot worse than that. I was thinking I might be like 100, 105, 110. But yeah, no, I was pleasantly surprised and pleasantly shocked. But then again, you know, Debbie, I ate like that at university. Yeah, do you know what? It's amazing. Marilyn, more nutrition in a yoga mat than ramen. Debbie, I ate like that at university. Do you know what? When I was younger, probably when I was maybe, well, let's say when I was 18. Let's put it that way. Um, I would eat. I would eat between everything and nothing, and all the while I would be out drinking as well, and amongst other things, which we won't go into. But yeah, I used to love going out drinking, and I might go out and drink 5 or 6 pints, and have a dance, and then come out the club and go and get a bag of chips, and chips with chili sauce from this kebab place. Tony from Finding Treasure AD, he might know this place. Alternative 2, and there's Alternative 1 as well. But there are kebab shops in Leeds city centre. But we used to come out of. I used to go to a goth club called Le Phonographique in Leeds. It's long gone now, but it's world renowned. Is the Phonographic anyway? Used to go in there with a mate, and we'd get absolutely legless. And well, I say absolutely legless. We were still quite happy and walking and talking and what have you. But yeah, we used to drink and dance, and then go to the like I say, the Alternative 2 and get chips with chili sauce. Oh, nothing like it. Or I'd catch the bus. We'd catch the bus home, and I'd go home, and I'd stop by the Chinese takeaway on the way home, get a special fried rice, and I'd get home and I'd eat half of it, get into bed, and leave it by its side at bed, and get up in the morning and eat it in the morning when it was when the other half was cold, and and yeah, and I never. God, I used to weigh nothing, to be perfectly honest with you, but yeah, time and a love of beer soon catches up with you, I must admit. And yeah, I am what I am now. Now then, Yorkshire Pure Evil Gaming. Hey up, cock. Now how are you? How's that going? I'm going right, cock. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, I know you know those places. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think last time I was speaking to you, Yorkshire Pure Evil Gaming. I think I was asking you what games you played, wasn't I? Go on, tell me. I think you play. Do you play on Twitch? Oh, MS Detectorists. Good evening to you. I might have to go and get another drink shortly. But yeah, Yorkshire Pure Evil Gaming. What do you play? I play. Lately, I've been playing a lot of PUBG. I just find it's easy just to jump in and just faff around and shoot people. It's great for that. But I do play. I play Scum as well. I've not played that for ages. I must admit, I must get back into it. I know there's been an update recently. Oh, Marilyn, UFOs. Oh, has my camera gone back to autofocus? That's weird. That's mildly annoying because I did have it set up to manual focus, but for some reason it seems to have jumped out of focus now. Look. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Tony. Yeah, a lot of bars and clubs have closed down in Leeds. It's crazy. Sorry, let me see if I can get me back in focus. Is that me back? Yeah, I think that's me just about back in focus there. Look. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, a lot of bars and clubs have closed down in Leeds. It's a shame, really. There were some great places when I was beating the street. Just got home from work. I'm originally from Woodlesford. Games Doom, Tomb Raider, and Motorsport. I used to play a lot of Gran Turismo on the PlayStation way back. Way back. What a fantastic game Gran Turismo is when you're trying to get all the licenses. Woo! I like Driver as well. That's old school PlayStation. Driver. Great game. Yeah, well, you say Motorsport. I'd love to get into that. You know where they have the steering wheels and the pedals and all set up. I can't think of the name of it. Almost like VR, not VR, but you know what I mean. I'm sure. I'd love to get into that. It costs a bloody fortune, though. That's the only trouble with that. Some of them steering wheel and pedal things are like a couple of £100. I can't afford that. I'd love to have a go on one, but. Marilyn, the Phoenix Lights, they come from somewhere in the mountains. Ooh. Marilyn, you have to see if you can get some photo or video. Tony says, I like that game too. Yeah, Gran Turismo was a fantastic game. I must admit, I played for, oh God, a good couple of years playing it non-stop. Meg's Tomb Raider fan and Uncharted and The Last of Us. Yeah, in fact, I think. Let's see. I won't bring it up on screen, but I can see my list of games that I've got in my Steam account. Squeeze me. When it decides it wants to play. My computer's just running a bit slow because I'm trying to do a lot of things all at the same time. So here we go. What have I got in my library? Oh, 7 Days to Die. America's Army. Played that way back when. Among Us, I've only played that a few times. APB Reloaded, it's full of hackers, is that game. What else I've got? Counter-Strike. I'm sure some of you know what Counter-Strike is. I don't play a lot of Counter-Strike. Again, it's a massively, hugely competitive game, and fair few cheats in there as well. Green Hell. That's where you find yourself alone in a jungle. Quite an engrossing game is that, actually. Phasmophobia. I've played that. I've had a few games of that with my daughter. That's quite a spooky game. That you play ghost hunters, and it really can be quite a terrifying game. PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, great game. Like I say, Scum, where you dropped onto, you're a prisoner in like a prison island. Space Engineers, not really played a lot of that to be honest with you, and Z1 Battle Royale. So that's my Steam game library. Tony, I play Warcraft. Do you know what, Tony? I tried playing a bit of Warcraft, World of Warcraft. I just don't get it. It's just not for me. And saying that, I used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons when I was very young. Probably when I was sort of 12, 13. We used to play Dungeons and Dragons every school holiday, summer holiday. There was about 5 of us would play, and yeah, we literally play every day for the entire school holidays. But yeah, I never got into World of Warcraft. Tried it recently, actually, a few months ago, and no, I just don't like it. Yes, Marilyn. Yeah, do send me a clip. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see it, actually. Megs, The Last of Us, the latest, we haven't even finished. Debbie plays a bit of WoW as well, but all my friends are trying to get me to play Valheim. I've never heard of Valheim. What's Valheim? Let's have a look. See what Valheim is. Valheim. Valheim, a brutal exploration and survival game for 1 to 10 players set in a procedurally generated purgatory inspired by Viking culture. Battle, build and conquer your way to a saga worthy of Odin's patronage. Oh, it's on early access as well. Yeah, the game that I play, Scum, that's like an early access game. It's still being developed, but it's an interesting game nonetheless. 45 minutes. Wow. Well, yeah, I did see that, Marilyn. Actually, yeah, interesting, eh? Apparently, he's having major surgery on his legs. Odin, Thor. I like Thor in the Avengers movies. He's very funny. Right, boys and girls, I think I might just be logging off soon. Ashley, before I leave you and work, I used to play Destiny and Division on Xbox One. Other than PlayStation, I can't play the console games. The whole controllers and all the buttons and stuff and moving your character around. I just never got into it. Yeah, I'm a PC gamer. Always kind of from like day one of getting a PC. I started playing games. Yeah, indeed. Final call. Ding, 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 ding. Last round, as it were, because it's actually it's coming up to 11:10 here in Scotland. 11:10 at night, and I know some of your days are only just starting. Yeah, thank you, Megs. And lots of love to you from us here in Scotland. Yeah, I've not a lot else to tell you, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, hope to see you soon. Having my shepherd's pie and gravy. Looking forward to your next. Hey, well, thank you, Yorkshire Pure Evil Game. Bit of a mouthful, that one. Yorkshire Pure Evil Gaming. Ashley Dodds, I can't play on PlayStation controllers. Yeah, do you know? Like I say, my sort of I went through a phase of. We got the first PlayStation. We got it for my wife's son when he was a youngster, and I played that thing non-stop. You know, like all parents do. You get a console for your kids, you end up playing it. But yeah, Tony. Yeah, I will see you again, Mucker and Marilyn. 8-hour time difference. Yeah. Yeah, Ashley. Good evening, good night, and yeah, I will leave it there. Thank you all for coming in and say hello. Very much a ladies' night. I don't mind a ladies' night every now and again. I'm quite happy. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Like I say, stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Here in Scotland it'll be. Excuse me. And yeah, UK time it's going to be around about 8 p.m. So keep your eyes peeled. Work out when that is in your time, and you'll get an idea. All right. Well, thank you, like I say, for coming along. Thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for leaving all the likes and the comments. As you can see, I certainly do my best to answer all your comments, and I will see you again on the next one.